On June 23, 2016, the Utah Court of Appeals issued its decision in the case of In Re MH. The link to that decision is provided below and in the description section of this report. This is a case of a mother appealing the termination of her parental rights. In order to overturn the juvenile court's decision to terminate a person's parental rights, the result must be against the clear weight of the evidence or leave the appellate court with a firm and definite conviction that a mistake has been made. A review of a juvenile court's factual findings by the appellate court is based upon the clearly erroneous standard. A finding of fact is clearly erroneous only when, in light of the evidence supporting the finding, it is against the clear weight of the evidence. Further, the appellate courts give the juvenile court a wide latitude of discretion as to the judgments arrived at, based upon not only the court's opportunity to judge credibility firsthand, but also based on the juvenile court judge's special training, experience, and interest in this field. Finally, when a foundation for the court's decision exists in the evidence, an appellate court may not engage in a reweighing of the evidence. Mother argued that there was insufficient evidence to demonstrate grounds supporting termination of her parental rights. The juvenile court based its termination decision on several grounds, including, but not limited to, failure of parental adjustment, and the evidence in the record supported the juvenile court's determination that there was a failure of parental adjustment. Mother also argued that the juvenile court erred in determining that DCFS, or the Division of Child and Family Services, made reasonable efforts to reunify mother with her children. Reasonable efforts has been defined as a fair and serious attempt to reunify a parent with a child prior to seeking to terminate parental rights. However, the process is a two-way street, which requires commitment on the part of the parents as well as the availability of services from the state. Ultimately, reasonableness is an objective standard that depends upon a careful consideration of the facts of each individual case. Thus, the juvenile court has broad discretion in determining whether DCFS made reasonable efforts to reunify a child with her parent. The mother made next to no effort to accept the assistance offered by DCFS. She refused to attend a psychological assessment scheduled by her caseworker and rebuffed repeated further efforts to get her to attend an assessment. DCFS also arranged for mother to receive a grant that would have helped her obtain housing that was not dependent on the whims of her romantic relationship. She refused the grant. DCFS also facilitated visitation with her children. However, mother missed several appointments and was late for many others. Ultimately, mother points to nothing in the record that demonstrates that DCFS failed to offer reasonable services. Accordingly, she has failed to demonstrate that the juvenile court abused its discretion in so finding.